Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Today I'm super excited. I just figured I make a reaction. So apparently there's now two or three versions of every Megadeth album on Spotify, and finally they've released the originals. Man, for years and years I've been listening or not listening to Megadeth because there were only these horrible remasters from 2004, and they're just bad. They're just abysmal. I don't know what Dave Mustaine was thinking. I admire Dave Mustaine for his music and for his guitar playing and everything else, but the remasters of 2004 were bad. So I'm super excited that we have the 1992 versions back on Spotify. There's actually it's crazy. There's the 2004 remasters. Avoid those at all costs. Then there's the 2012 remasters, but I think those are the 2004 tapes because it was completely changed. The volumes were changed, guitars were added. It was just like a complete disaster. And then there's the 1992 original, release. I'm talking about Countdown of Extinction, as you can see on the cover. And the same, I think, happened with Rust in Peace. We have 1990, the original amazing album, and then 2004, which is not so amazing. And the same is with every other release before, like So Far So Good, So What, Peace Sells, and I think Euthanasia, they did the same, and they released the original 1994 version, and so forth and so on. And now I kind of like stopped listening to Megadeth in like around 2005 or something. I just didn't follow the band anymore because I was listening to other stuff. But let's celebrate this with one of, I don't know. I mean, this is a personal favorite of mine. It has like this, it's not a really long song. Let me think about this. Okay, so I've chosen a song that's not very popular. I didn't want to go with Symphony of Destruction. I've heard this album before, but I haven't heard it honestly in maybe like 15 years or something. I'm gonna go with like the least popular song, which is obviously very I don't know, it's just like something that I like to do, to see, but this song has an amazing bass and amazing two solos. As far as I remember, Marty Friedman is on fire on this album. He just like excels in every single song. I could do Architecture of Aggression, I could do Sweating Bullets, Countdown to Extinction. They're all so good. But I'm gonna go with Ashes in Your Mouth. It's just a fantastic song. It's the longest, and I think it's also the proggiest, if you wanna call it prog, It's not prog, but it's really good. It's really good thrash metal, and it's very melodic. It has like this really cool melodic section, and the solos are just off the chart. So let's go with that. And this is my reaction to, after many years, after decades, to 1992 Countdown to Extinction. I haven't owned the CD in forever, so I've never been able to listen to this for like the longest time. So here we go. I hope you enjoy, especially you, Lee, since you love Megadeth. I really appreciate, all the love you've shown this band throughout the years, and I hope you enjoy this reaction. So I dedicate this to you, Lee, and enjoy. Here we go. Ashes in Your Mouth. Here we go. The bass. Very cacophony.
People have back shoulders from fearing heavy loads. When a soldiers liberate them, and they unite.
So good. The solo.
Tomorrow.
I think that was Dave, and now Marty. Obviously Iron Maiden inspired.
Where do we go from here?
Wow, man. What a song, man. Freaking love it. That's the most popular song on Spotify of this album. Imagine all the others. Imagine how good all this other stuff is. This lineup was just on a different level. I think Dave Mustaine and Marty Friedman together were a force to be reckoned with. I mean, Dave Elfson. Is it Dave Elfson? I think it's Dave Elfson. And then Nick Menza on the drums were just like, holy moly. I think it was Dave as well. Dave Mustaine and Dave Elfson, but I want to check. Could be wrong. Was it Dave Elfson? Yeah. I'm just Googling here. Ellefson. Oh, I'm sorry. Dave Ellefson. Yeah. So he's no longer in the band, unfortunately. Nick Menza, unfortunately, passed away playing live on stage, you know. I think he had a heart attack or something. That's crazy. That really shocked me. And then Marty Friedman, of course, he left after I think he left after wait a minute. Cryptic Writings. I could be wrong. Maybe Risk in 1999. Yeah, so obviously the band has never really been the same, but I mean, Megadeth has always been able to have amazing guitar players. Um, I've never really liked to make the comparison with Metallica because I love Metallica way too much. But just at that moment in 1992, I think after the amazing success of the Black Album, that the response by Megadeth, I know there was this competition, of course, was amazing because this album is really good, you know. So it was kind of like, you know, hey, you know, this is what we do. Um, and then obviously Metallica came out with something way softer with like Load. And then Iron Maiden was doing they had released Fear of the Dark, and then they kind of took a little hiatus. One was Fear of the Dark, but it's because they lost Bruce. Fear of the Dark. So just like, you know, those were the bands I was listening to at the time. Wait a minute, Fear of the Dark. But like I discovered Megadeth, I would say 1997. So but I just wanted to compare like what was being, yeah. So Fear of the Dark came out when this came out. So Fear of the Dark is a good album, but it's more like a hard rock album. If you want to look at, it's not really like heavy metal as like the stuff before. They took like a little departure from their usual style as like Seventh Son or Somewhere in Time, Power Slave. That was a little bit more proggy, but this was more hard rock, you know. And then Judas Priest, of course, came out with Painkiller. So it was really the 90s, the late 90s were really awesome for metal. And even Megadeth came out after Countdown. They came out with Euthanasia, which is not really like my favorite. 1994. It was a good album, but it was not as memorable, of course, as like, you know, Countdown and Rust in Peace and all the previously one. Chris Poland, of course, is amazing as well. Before Marty Friedman, I think every single Megadeth guitar player has brought something special to the band. Like Kiko from Angra, you know, and he's just a phenomenal player. And some other players that were just ridiculously good. But I think Marty Friedman, that lineup was like the best one, I would say. But I could be wrong, you know. There's fans that would disagree with me. So yeah, I just wanted to, you know, get in some Megadeth, and I hope to see them live this year if they come back, because they were in Denver and we didn't go. I don't know why. I guess I just wanted to kind of like follow up. And, you know, Kiko Laureiro had just left the band. I was like, no, I don't want to see them anymore. But hey, you know, I just want to see them at least once, you know, in my life. And to say, yeah, at least I've seen Megadeth once. So again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like it, comment below. Let me know, Lee, what you thought of your favorite band of this 1992 version. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.